Lovely. That was fast. For the students, both at home or in the room, the recording has begun. You should see the red button right on your screen. And by the time I dismiss you one by one or two by two, you should be able to have a better idea on how some selected animals and plants, when they are together, forming a sequence or a chain, that is the arrangement that we are going to think about, like a chain. And by looking at which comes next, you should be able to tell whether the flow of energy is correct, or at least it will make sense to you. All right? We have used the word energy in the past. We have used the number and the percent 10%, right? Have we used 10% in the past? Type in the chat. Have we used 10%, the 10% rule in the past? I'm waiting. Let's jog our memory. Tell me how much energy does an organism get when they eat another organism? Is it 15? The 10%. 10, right? Yeah. Everybody please type that. 10%. The 10% rule. I'm waiting. Yeah. Next time very slow. The people here in the room, they're quick, they're fast. And well, don't okay if you lose, you lose, all right? Yeah, 10%. We want to make certain that we bring that back, because in our lesson we're going to put them together with the different animals that I have as an example, including the mouse. All right, now here's what we need to be able to answer at the end of the lesson. Everybody, please pin the screen where you see me, so you can see this well. I can see everybody in the room. All right, let me. I will read. Please read with me our main question. How does the sequence or arrangement of organisms, these are plants and animals, affect the flow of energy in a food chain? Hmm. Look at the question and read it once again for you as I read it aloud. How does a sequence or arrangement, how they are put? Okay, just like your clothes, when you fix them nicely, you have your clothes maybe all shirt in one section, or let us say all socks neatly folded in a box or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Or sequence, for instance, which comes first, after this, after this, after that. Just like when you are queuing or getting in line, there's one person next to you. Sequence or arrangement. But in this case, we want to look at the arrangement of living things. Would it make sense if we put them in a certain order or sequence that will show the flow of energy? And I ask you to type, and these are the students who put the word 10%, the number 10%: Brianna Limon, David Sanchez, Karen Ortiz, Jasmine Trejo, Guadalupe, Genesis, Maria, Karen. Oh, Karen Day, she didn't. If you have not put the 10%, make certain that you put it, so it's never too late to get the participation points, okay? It's at 117. Now, before the recording, during the warm-up, thank you, Abraham. Thank you. It's better to be late than nothing at all, because I look at the record at the end of the day. During an intervention while waiting for you. Today there's no intervention, even more time to look at the record. Okay? Because your intervention, as I mentioned, will be tomorrow, Thursday. Now, As I said a while ago before the recording, okay, we look at the video, right? The Glacier National Park. Jose, do you remember that video? The Glacier National Park? Yeah. Yes. Everybody, including Crystal. And we're going to think that we are there. And I selected some animals that are commonly found in the Glacier National Park. Okay? Let me show it to you one by one. There's only about four I selected. All right, please, if we, these are pictures, by the way, except for the mouse. How I wish. Say it again? I have a question about mouse. Yeah, go ahead. I know this might sound like really dumb, but would the mouse like that when you got it, or? We bought this from a store who actually made specimen for education purposes. As a matter of fact, this specimen is way older than everybody here. Yeah, so this I bought this 20 years ago. 20 years. So the good thing is that when they put animals in a bottle like this, they put chemical that lasts long, and these are animals that are not endangered or more extinct. Otherwise, they're not here. All right. Okay. So when you see a picture of the animal or plant, please put it in the chat room, and that is participation. And I will see your name in the printout that I will get this afternoon. All right, just a reminder. First, let me refocus the camera. And at timestamp 120, I shall see your name with this organism. Please put that in the chat room. What is this? Everybody at timestamp 120. A whistle. Genesis did it. Maria. What about the rest? Carlos. I did not see your name with 10%. Not unless I missed it. Thank you. Rob Lake. This is one of the common animal in the park. Weasel. And the weasel is a carnivorous consumer. All right? They don't eat plant, but they eat meat. That's why they are called carnivorous consumer. Next, in line. These animals are found at the Glacier National Park, which is in the state of Montana, which we saw a short video clip during the warm-up. The next is, all right, please type in the room. What animal now do you see? A timestamp 121. Timestamp 121. Yeah, a squirrel. Which is quite, oh, thanks, Carlos. Thanks, Maria. Which is quite common here in the valley as well. Particularly if you go to Monterey, to the university area. Yeah, but in Salinas, I seldom actually have not seen a squirrel here in Salinas. Maybe I miss it, but they love open place with less grasses wherein they can burrow in the soil. hmm And this is plentiful in the national park. Plus two, please tell me, if you haven't participated the last moment, please do so. Not too late to get participation points. Okay? Please put that word in the chat room, and that's together with this. A mice or a mouse. Mm-hmm. So this is a white version, and this is a black kind. And we know that a mice or a mouse can eat both animal and plant. But a lot of mice or mouse are plant eaters. As a matter of fact, this organism is one of the pests that farmers always want to get rid of. We have a lesson in the past about pesticides, and we have seen how harmful it can cause, meaning how harmful it can be to the water we drink. hmm I hope you remember that because we will need to bring that back again. But apparently, mouse is part of the sequence of chain wherein we can see a transfer of energy. which is our main goal today. That is to say, this play a role in the transfer of energy from one organism to another organism. Although mass is more often than not, farmers want to get rid of them because they eat the crops or the vegetables, particularly the nuts. Okay, last but not the least, type in the room. What do I have with me? Timestamp 123, seeds. Excellent. Variety of seeds. And we know this is from plants, therefore, this is a producer. And jog your memory. In our lesson in the past, we have learned many times. You even had an experiment. You planted seeds. You planted two sets of seeds, right? You did plant two sets of seeds. You planted seeds using soil and you planted seeds using without soil. Yes, Jessica. You might expect them to, especially if it is not season anymore. And but if you keep on watering them and they need lots of water, they will survive. Just like that plant. On your way out, you can take it out that one as well. All right. So yeah, we have learned that plants are producers because they can sustain their life on their own. They can photosynthesize. This is the lesson in the process we had, which I do expect that you already have it in your long-term memory. And we did even a quick review in our yesterday's lesson. All right, let's get together once again in order to be able to truly answer this question. Mm-hmm. Are you still with me? Type in the room. I feel I'm kind of losing you. Type in the room, yes or no, or at timestamp 129. I must see your name. Yes, excellent. Thank you, Jesse. Now, let's do a quick, simple recall using this arrow. Mm-hmm. Isn't it arrow shows direction? Right? When there's an arrow, it tells you where to go. Direction. In this case, we are going to use the arrow once again to show the direction of the flow of energy. When you eat food, like for instance, a banana, when you eat a banana, when I eat a banana, the energy is going to me. Mm-hmm. It's not going to the banana because banana is being eaten. So the energy I get from the banana is going to me. All right, now keep that in mind. All right, let's do a quick practice on that. So I'm going to use arrow and I will find out if you recall because this is a basic skill that everybody, including Genesis, Abraham, Jose, Carlos, Maria, should be able to explain by now. If they couldn't, this is the time to recall. So let me use the arrow and please tell me by putting in the chat room if the if the position of the arrow is correct with regards to an eater. This is the one who eat plant, for instance, and the one being eaten. The one, let's say, the food source. Let me put it on this on the yellow tray. Everybody, please pay close attention. And I will be using the arrow. So we're going to be working with the words now. So this is being eaten, the food source. And this is the eater. This is the one who gets the energy. Now, if I put the arrow this way, is this correct? Is the arrow pointing from this to here? Is it correct? Yes or no? Put it in the room at timestamp 128. Timestamp 128. I must see either yes or no. Thank you, Natalia. Okay, thank you. Yes, if you haven't typed the word yes, please do so now because that's the correct answer. But just don't just type yes because teacher said yes, it's correct. Think it first. All right, the question was, is the position of the arrow correct with regards to this and this? The answer is correct. Let us give an example that we can see animals and plants. Okay? Remember, the arrow direction indicates where the energy is going to. Similar to my example moment ago, banana, when being eaten, the energy is from banana to the person who eats the banana. Mm-hmm. This is a producer and I am a consumer. And I depend some of my energy from a banana. If banana is part of my diet, which is always. So I always bring a banana at work. Lots of potassium. Excellent. All right, let's have an example. Using the pictures that we had a while ago. Please tell me. Here we have, where's the seed? Uh, Hold on, please. Am I missing a seed? Give me a moment. Ah, it's right here, right in front of me. Woo, teacher, you know. All right, let's use the seeds from the Glacier National Park. So this seed, and let's have a rice. Okay, let's take a look. Two examples that we have: a mice and a seed. If I put the arrow okay, let us do an application. Example of being eaten is the seed, which is a producer, and the mice eats the seeds. That's why farmers wants to get rid of them because they are pests. All right. Instead of getting more fruits and veggies to be sold in the market, so the if the population of mice or mouse will increase, then they're gonna be less harvest, right? Yeah, that's why the farmers want to use pesticides to kill them. Mhm. But we saw the result. It could cause contamination of water we drink. But realistically, they're part of the transfer of energy. Now, so here you will see an arrow indicating the flow of energy from this seed to the mice or the mouse. And the arrow when this if this is the direction, I will not agree to that, but I will switch it because we know that. Could you tell me again how much energy does these mice get from the seed? 10%, correct? Yeah. Yes. For every transfer, they get 10%. Because the plants themselves need to have energy to grow, to develop. Mm-hmm. So, well, this rodent or mice in the Glacier National Park will be a good bait or food for other aggressive animals, right? What do you think? Who eats mice? Not people, but by the way, there's some group of people that eat mice. Do you know that? Yes, they do. Some tribal people in other places, but not a whole lot though. Of course, we don't. I don't. All right. Okay. I have another animal that can be found in the Glacier National. We also have this in Salinas. Could you type in the chat room? What do you see now? Timestamp 11:133. Yeah, a snake. A snake. I'm assuming this is a consumer, and this is seldom animal. Few animals attack snakes. They're the ones who are attacking other animals, particularly if they are massive, ginormous snakes. All right, that's why these snakes are considered as the apex predator. All right, now if we're going to keep on adding organism in our food chain, the arrangement or the sequencing, then I can add the snake at the end. Now we have a certain order or sequence or arrangement: seeds, mice, snake. And since snake can kill the mice or mouse and use it as food and energy source, the arrow is pointing to the snake. And again and again and again. 10%, let me get that. Oh, there you go. As I said, and again, again, and again, 10% of energy coming from the mice to the snake. Mm-hmm. Jasmine, what question do you have? Hmm? Normally, typically, scientifically, it's 10%. And the 90%, there's a good inquiry here. And the 90%, because a percent is 100, the 90% is for the mice to use to do their own thing. Because the mice have to grow, develop, to reproduce. Just like you. I think you heard me saying in the past, when we give something to others, Brianna left the meeting. Hopefully it's a disconnection only. I want to make sure that I do have enough left for me to survive. I will not give up everything and then I will end up nothing. A good giving is when I give quality things to others, but there are something that is left for me and maybe the members of the family for survival. I hope I'm making sense. Realistically, scientifically, 10% of energy is being passed on. That's why we need to eat a little bit more. Will you survive in one day with a piece of banana? Will that be enough for you? Probably not. Mm-hmm. Mom, who can survive with one piece of banana in one day and doesn't get starved? Oh, it doesn't get starved, so you're not gonna cry. Or maybe who will survive with one piece of chip? No, no. Or one piece of what? Cheeto? Just one piece of Cheeto and that's it for the day. No. When you even open a Cheeto, sometimes you just eat one after the other, right? Yeah, that's my experience. When I open a bag, I'm just gonna get another one because it's really delicious. And then I have other food, other junkies, or the real food. Then I feel myself satisfied because we only get some amount from the food we eat. But of course, we have to be very, they said, we're going to be balanced, right? Some proteins, some minerals, vitamins, a little bit of fats, right? To keep our body healthy. All right, class. How are we doing? I have not asked you for frequently now. Tell me, what's your level of understanding? Fist of 5. I know it so well. I can teach anybody, teacher. I'm good on 4 because, Kevin, let us see your level of understanding. What's going on? You've been quiet for a while. And 3, of course. It's okay to be 3 as long as, it's good to be honest, right? It's okay to be 3. That's why you are here to help each other, especially if you attend the intervention. Excellent. All right, now let's go back to our main goal, main question. So far I have shown you the different animals that can be found, some of them, at the Glacier National Park. Here we have, let me, let's look at the question once again. We have a sequence or arrangement of organism that shows the flow of energy. In other words, who is being eaten and who is eating what. And in this case, we do have this arrangement from seed to mice to the top of the food chain, which is a snake. Okay? Now, let me ask you, did we answer this question or have we accomplished our intention in our lesson? Have we? Type in the room at 1:39 before I let you start working on the Google Meet, sorry, the exit ticket so I may be able to let you go a bit early. Let me see who said something. Okay, it looks like we did, right? We had an arrangement, the seed, the mice, and the snake. We did not put them whatever. There is a pattern because the mice eats the seed and gets energy from the seed and the oil is going to the mice and then the snake can eat the small mice. And here we have the flow of the energy and there is a certain arrangement or pattern. All right. I think that will do it in this lesson. Not unless you do have a clarifying question, you can put it in the chat room. All right. Let me do a quick time check. We're working on a new schedule now. 1:50. Yes, good amount of time for us to get started, wrapping this up, finishing the exit ticket. There are new questions in the exit ticket today. I took some off. It will be a little bit shorter. So let me stop the recording and thank you for the benefit of your time.